We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from Denver. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Cut. 50, green. Yep, cut.
Love to throw to get started. He'll go right and find his running back.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Yellow, 22, set.
Throwing on second down, Love. There's a short one run by Kraft. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard
Here we go,
line.
set. Yellow, good, 33, yellow. Right, white. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. In there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
It's second down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Blue, 32, set.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. They'll spot this at their own 48. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And that is a duck. It's incomplete. What in the name of Gary Premier is that? They let the kicker try to throw it. It doesn't work out. It's a turnover on down.
Hold on a second. Ready.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 5. Here's Nix to throw. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. He's able to get away from one man. The reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Ready? Captain. Pull left. Ole.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Portland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be third down.
12 yards to go.
Hold on, son. Get ready.
They'll run with Jacobs. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Well, on that third and real long, he might not pick up the first down, although it looked for a minute like he was, Mike. That is a heck of a run. I've had a coach tell us those third and long pickups, that's just like adding that yardage to the punt.
That's going to be caught. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. First and 10 now from the 36. Here's a run with the rookie from UCLA. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Love. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
Let's go. Black, six, smash, red.
Back to the air, it's Love. Going over the middle, this one is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Green. Let's go now. Black, putt.
Love to throw it on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Blue. Red, cycle. 52, putt.
On second down, Love. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Touchdown, Packers. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Almost.
A first down throw for Nix. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And that will lead to a second down. Throw it. Nix. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
That's good.
A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Denver first down. Nix. Forced out wide. Now he'll run. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Catching. Almost set. Ready. Chill. Middle.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Ready. Right here.
Nix from the gun on third down. That'll be intercepted. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
10 cycles. Set.
Drive will start on the ground into space. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw is Nix. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Ready?
On 1st down, it's Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Packers.
Black down.
11 on the play.
Set. Ready. Set.
Now Love. That is pulled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Packers on top. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they go to work on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set.
They send a receiver
32.
in motion left.
Ready.
On play action, Love. Out to his right. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. He's got his big tight end Touchdown, Packers. No problem there on the extra point. And the Packers will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 29, here's second down and a yard.
The 29-yard line.
Hey, Sean, let's go! Ready?
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Broncos.
46-yard line.
Bombers.
To throw is Nix. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's third down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with a sneak. And it looks like he's gone enough for the first down. Let's wait for the margin. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
That's good.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Running from the pistol, it's Jacobs. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
4-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 9. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's in! Marvin Mims. Touchdown Denver. His 4th TD grab of the season. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
On the return, it's Robinson. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Red, yellow. Here we go. 45, right.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
First down, Green Bay.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
A gain of 9. Brings up
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 1.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Set.
From the gun, it's Love. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay.
touchdown, Green Bay.
And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now return coming from the 7. Boom! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Here we go, we're good.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 7. Play action now. It's Nix. The second down throw is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Now, how about this? It's a fake. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on second down, Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this.
And the Packer first down.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Moving outside the pocket. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime done yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
First of all, you ain't fast long enough. With me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Nahas. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. The man in motion is Watson. Love to throw on first and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll be run out short of the line of scrimmage, so let's call it a loss of 1 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 12.
It's ready.
A good play action with Love. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look. And indeed, this call will be overturned. That one taken in. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Hold on, son. Ready. 180. Return.
We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down after that big game, but the marker is down. This one probably coming back.
Hold on, son. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Ready. 180. Return.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Flush to his right. He's going to look downfield once again. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. A big play to kick off this drive. 42 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Now it's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Ready.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
You're Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That is hard. And he's going to take this one all the way into the end zone. There is a marker down. We're going to get the call, but I think this one is going to stand. Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Packers will add one more onto their big lead.
Broncos 7.
Clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hold my son. Ready.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Oh, terrible time for that play call. It's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand.
Hold my son.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. Flushed to his right, and that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
36-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Hold on a second. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will get into the end zone. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but, Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready up. Ready.
They'll stick with him again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. It's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
So second down, and they'll run it. Finding space at the 15. And he will score! Touchdown, Packers. Point after, coming up here. It's up and through. And the Packers add on to their already sizable lead. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Throw it here on first down. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 6. On the handoff, this is Jacob. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And he'll be taken down at the 30. A big-time play for the Broncos. It's a gain of 43 yards. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Here's Jacobs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Third and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Nix. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal.
Oh, my son! Ready?
They'll throw. It's Nix. Forced out left. He's going to keep, and he's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On the return is Rodgers. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. Oh, big hole left side. Still going. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line.
Oh, my son! Ready! Captain.
A first down throw for Nix. Rolling to the left. Looking down the field there, but his ball's incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing back goals.
A throw there on second down going to be incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Right. 90 seconds.
To the ground, a first down run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Here we go. Here's set.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Well, you find yourself in third and a mile. You're looking to just pick up whatever you can. And for a minute, Mike, I thought the back was going to actually pick up the first down. He doesn't, but it's a heck of a run regardless.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, when you've given up this many points, you're going to get quite the workload with your return units, and that's a really good effort right there. I mean, it's going to get lost anytime you have a one-sided game like this, but that's great determination on that run.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Broncos.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. A throw on the move is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
Oh, my son!
Here's Nix to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point is up and through. And the Broncos cut into the lead a little bit. Maybe they're starting to count how many possessions do I have left. They're going to try to get another one with an onside kick here.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Ready, set.
Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Let's go now. Ready?
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 45. Shot. 17. Yellow.
The man in motion is Watson.
Shovel. 38. Head,
Slot man in motion right.
Yellow. Lonnie. Black. Check. Blue. Check. Check. To Smith. Red. Go. Opposite. Hut.
On second down, here's a run to begin the fourth quarter. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. On play action, Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. 180. Wait, hunt.
They'll go play action with Nix. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
And he'll get this forward to about the 33.
That's a
3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now give on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was brought down by Drew Sanders. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From 31, here's 2nd and 7.
Set, ready.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Hold on, set. Ready.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. The ball comes out.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Okay, ready?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 50, green. Set, go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jacobs. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
Down at the 26. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now, faking the give, escaping to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
4 yards. And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
15 more yards.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. He connects with Mims. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Another Broncos first down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the
Throwing,
22-yard
Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Bombers.
On 4th down, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Ready.
2nd and 11.
33. Yellow. Ready.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And they were able to run up a big point total here, higher even than the 72 points put up by Washington in 1966. That was the previous record. They were able to surpass it in this one. An incredible record-setting offensive performance. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.